I'm Saul Reisman here at Saul's Automotive, and today we're going to talk to you a little bit about your brakes. Now, if you live in Colorado, you probably drive up and down I-70, 285, and the like, and you go through the large hills, mountains at a 6 to 10% grade constantly. 97% of vehicles on the road in America have automatic transmissions in them, which means downshifting coming down those is a little bit more difficult than with the standard manual, and as a result, significantly fewer drivers do such. One of the results we see from something like that is that a factory brake rotor, like what we'll look at right here on this guy on the ground, this rotor is a smooth, plain surface. When it gets heated up by the pad being in constant contact with it and being applied the entire time going down these grades, this outer surface heats up very, very quickly. Now, because it's rotating and there are vents to allow airflow to pass through the rotor's designed to cool itself. It's transferring kinetic energy into thermal energy, physics directly applied here. So the more mass we have in the rotor, the better to physically hold that heat. The issue comes with when we stop the braking. We'll be braking down the mountains, we get them really, really hot, and then when we stop and we coast for a few miles, they cool down very, very quickly because we're still going 70 miles an hour. As a result, from that rapid expansion and contraction that occurs with that rapid heating and cooling, the rotor itself will actually warp. And if you've ever ridden a bicycle and watched your front wheel just barely touch the brake because the wheel was a little bent, the exact same kind of phenomenon will occur here. And as the rotor rotates, when the caliper tries to bite and grab onto it, it will create a pulsation feel to it when braking at high speed, where you'll actually feel the steering wheel vibrate and chatter in your hands. Or at low speed, as you're approaching a red light, you may notice that for the last 30 to 50 feet, the vehicle feels as if it's accelerating, then decelerating, accelerating, then decelerating, as that caliper can barely maintain its squeeze because that rotor's walking around due to it no longer being true. Now, there's a lot of ways that we can combat that, but the easiest is with an upgrade of the actual rotor itself. So we install power stop drilled and slotted rotors. Now, what these do is by having drilled holes through them allow significantly greater airflow, and this allows them to cool significantly quicker. Additionally, the holes on the drills are beveled. The bevel itself allows for more brake dust to scrape off across, leaving less dust on the rotor and creating a quieter rotor. The other aspect we see is the actual slots down the length of them. This also helps allow cooling and additionally allows the pad a brief moment of reprieve from constant contact with the rotor. This design will keep the pads cooler, keep the rotor cooler, and keep the life of both significantly longer. While most factory vehicle brake pads will last 50 to 100,000 miles, with mountain and aggressive driving, we typically see that cut in half. The rotors themselves, almost any repair facility or dealership will only warranty for 2 years because they tend to come back warped, especially in Colorado. Here at Saul's Automotive, we install drilled and slotted rotors as an available upgrade for all vehicles on the road. If you install these on your vehicle, plain and simple, there's a money-back guarantee for the life of the vehicle. We guarantee parts and labor replacement that you will not destroy, damage, or defect these out. If you do, we will replace them free of charge for as long as you own the vehicle. We take your safety very seriously. We want you and yours to be able to brake consistently and reliably coming down the hill. If you want your brakes to act more responsive, grip tighter and quicker, and not fade, heat, or warp over time, feel free to come in and see us. We'd be happy to take a look at your vehicle and outfit it with the current set. At the same time, take your regular dealership quote to get factory rotors and pads, bring it into us. We'll gladly match the cost to install the same componentry with a drilled and slotted rotor because we want to ensure your safety on the road. If you've got concerns about the brakes in your vehicle, feel free to give us a call or stop in 7 days a week here at Saul's Automotive. Thank you.